The CCP's Ministry of State Security has recently begun to pay attention to the safety of Chinese youth. They published a video reminding young people that there is a dark hand infiltrating behind the lying flat rhetoric. Who is this dark hand? It's a foreign organization. The Ministry of State Security believes that foreign organizations are heavily funding online celebrities to incite Chinese people to lie flat. How have the Chinese reacted to this? In this episode, we will observe the cause and effect of this event. On April 28th of this year, the official WeChat account of the Chinese Ministry of State Security released a video stating that young people are the future of the nation and also a key target for ideological infiltration by foreign anti-China hostile forces. In recent years, foreign anti-China hostile forces have used online platforms to amplify social anxiety and continuously promote negative ideas such as effort is useless and struggle is a loss.
境外反华敌对势力借助网络平台，刻意放大社会焦虑，歪曲解读发展问题，不断渲染努力无用、奋斗吃亏等消极观念。
The video claims that a certain foreign organization funds various anti-China media outlets and think tanks to fabricate narratives such as struggle equals exploitation and class solidification equals the futility of effort. Another foreign organization heavily funds lying flat influencers, mass-producing short videos promoting lying flat is justice and opposing internal vicious competition equals anti-exploitation, systematically conducting lying flat brainwashing. By creating negative emotions, they escalate individual predicaments into group antagonism, unknowingly misleading and coercing young people, shaking the foundations of societal values.
国家安全机关工作发现，某境外组织资助各类反华媒体，智库、炮制、奋斗等于被剥削，阶层固化导致努力无用等叙事。某境外组织大力资助躺平网红，批量生产躺平即正义。 反内卷等于反剥削短视频，系统性开展躺平洗脑。
The online term lying flat appeared in April 2021. Let's rewind to that year and look at the footage from that time. Recently, one phrase has suddenly become popular among young people in China: lying flat. And this is what it looks like. What is lying flat? It means not working, not buying a house, not spending, not getting married or having children, not pursuing any career, reducing personal desires, and spending the minimum to survive. At that time, a netizen surnamed Leo who had no fixed job posted a post on Baidu Teiba that later went viral. Lying flat is justice. Lying flat is me being wise. Only when lying flat, human beings are the measure of all things. His daily routine is to lie flat, eat only 2 meals a day, and work occasionally. For example, he goes to Hengdian, a movie city in China, to work as a crowd actor for 1 or 2 months a year. On the movie set, he lies flat, playing dead bodies. His doctrine of lying flat immediately gained a following of young people who gained a different kind of hope from it. On a popular Chinese forum, Duban, a lying flat group was quickly formed. Within a few weeks, nearly 10,000 people joined. They enthusiastically envisioned the benefits of lying flat. For example, one remarked, "As long as I lie flat fast enough, the involution can't catch up with me." Involution is a new buzzword on the Chinese internet nowadays, referring to excessive competition in a field. Another comment says, "If I lie flat, the skith won't be able to cut me." More and more Chinese people have started to compare themselves to Chinese chives, which are harvested time and again by the upper echelons of the totalitarian system, leaving little for themselves. A senior Chinese journalist posted on Weibo that lying flatism is a non-violent and non-cooperative movement of the chives, and it's also the most silent and helpless action. One user observed, "Lying flat is the manifestation of a person's extreme disappointment in the future and life's outlook and desperation for social justice." The sudden popularity of the term, lying flat, reflects the total dismay of the young generation in China about their future and social conditions. A resident of Shanghai posted online that he and his wife have been lying flat since 2014. They have their own house but no loan, no car, and no work. The couple only spends 20,000 yuan a year. He said, "We do not interact with anyone but our parents to save money. We do not plan to have children either." This lying flat is justice post was later deleted from the entire internet by the CCP's internet police. However, the lying flat movement showed no signs of stopping. The COVID-19 pandemic, which broke out at the end of 2019, severely impacted China's economy and accelerated the deterioration of domestic social problems. After the lockdowns ended, the Chinese economy showed no signs of recovery, instead remaining sluggish. Against this backdrop, young people and many in the middle class have increasingly come to realize that lying flat is a truly safe way to survive. This path can combat class stratification, vicious workplace competition, massive investment traps, working poverty, and overwork. Now everyone wants not to have children, not get married, not to buy a house, and then find a place to lie flat. Talking with many classmates, they all say they don't want to work hard or engage in vicious competition anymore because it's too painful. Life, get out. Business, get out. As a post-80s, I can't afford to lose anymore, and I don't have the energy to compete. To be honest, it's been tough for those born in the 80s. The reason I'm idle is that I don't like working for others. If I were to work in this third-tier city, I could only earn $300 to $400 a month. The rent alone is $140 a month, and I have to be frugal, cook for myself, and buy other necessities. Then there's no money left. That's why I've been idle for the past 2 years. Especially after the massive real estate Ponzi scheme bubble in China burst, many Chinese people realized that those who chose to lie flat are the real winners in life. The current situation is that no house, you win. No car, you win. Don't start a business, you win. No marriage, you win. You get married but don't have children, you still win. Even if you don't buy social insurance, you win. You do nothing, just lie at home, and you've already won against many people. Having worked in real estate sales for so many years, I've found that in this era, anyone with even a little ambition ends up losing so much they can't even afford underwear. Isn't that right, everyone? Within the CCP's long-established employment network, due to the bureaucratic system, personal connections and corruption, social resources are gradually concentrated in the hands of a few. For many young and middle-aged unemployed people, even finding an ordinary job now requires connections. At the same time, China lacks a systematic social welfare system. Young people, even if they can't completely lie flat, can at least do it to some extent. They no longer chase high salaries, seeking only a job that can sustain their livelihood. They avoid high-cost activities like buying a house, getting married, and having children. This isn't a lifestyle trend. These behaviors actually reflect a form of risk aversion. When the future is uncertain, they tend to reduce their investment and expectations to avoid taking on greater life risks. The people in the country who are lying flat are just too many, which is sad. Young people's lie flat is being forced into. Those born in the 90s and 2000s who don't get married, don't have children, don't have mortgages, don't have car loans, and don't have descendants are making real estate developers unable to sell houses, leaving banks with nowhere to lend, and leaving us with no one and no money for retirement. You don't get married, don't buy a house, and don't have children. What other problems do you have? Tell me, what problems do you have now? Do you have any problems? You're invincible. Who can defeat you? Be realistic, there's nothing wrong with that. Therefore, when China's Ministry of State Security stepped in to remind young people to be wary of brainwashing tactics by foreign forces, almost all of Chinese netizens laughed. I spent the whole day online yesterday. It was all about official media talking about this lying flat phenomenon. They said that overseas organizations are specifically funding internet celebrities to systematically brainwash young people in China, leading to a large number of young people adopting this lying flat attitude. When I heard this news, my first thought was that it was either an insult to my intelligence or an insult to the intelligence of overseas organizations. When did overseas organizations become so stupid, spending so much money to so subtly persuade a country's youth to choose to lie flat? Since 2021, the lying flat attitude among young people has negatively impacted the economy. The Communist Party's crackdown has also escalated. Related cultural and creative products have been removed from Chinese shopping websites, and accounts discussing related topics have been frequently banned. At the end of last year, the Cyberspace Administration of China issued new regulations on the management of online celebrities, explicitly prohibiting expressions such as lying flat and let it rot. Many netizens aware of the power of China's cyber police express their thoughts in a unique way. These words sound perfectly aligned with the CCP's cybersecurity policies, but their meaning is the opposite. I saw the news criticizing us for lying flat again. I saw it and I'm really angry. So angry. Seriously, you should tell me which foreign force is behind this, publishing a list of their names. If we can't fight them, we can at least use words to cyberbully them, okay? Many people are forced to lie flat, caused by hostile foreign forces. If you can't find a job after graduating from university, it's caused by hostile foreign forces. If you can't support yourself after graduation, it's caused by hostile foreign forces. If you can't afford a house or a car, it's caused by hostile foreign forces. You have a girlfriend but no money to get married, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. After you get married, the cost of raising children is too high so you can't afford it, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. When you're 35 and get laid off without compensation, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. You plan to start a business but keep losing money, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. When you're old and can't afford medical care, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. Your parents are in poor health and you can't afford medical care, that's caused by hostile foreign forces. So looking at it now, many of the problems we encounter stem from hostile foreign forces. This is indeed a very reasonable explanation. So what should we do? For the CCP, what it fears most is netizens questioning or holding people accountable for public events. Today, the CCP must be very anxious about the trend of young Chinese people, even the middle class, choosing to lie flat. Unfortunately, having the Ministry of State Security intervene to solve this problem this time seems incredibly stupid. The Chinese people saw through the CCP's true intentions at a glance. When problems arise, immediately finding a scapegoat is quite in line with the current market trend. Instead of listening to the real voices and solving the real problems, they just use a single sentence to shift the blame to someone else, creating a false enemy. It's still the same old war tactics, which might have been considered clever in the past, but now that information is transparent, it seems rather foolish. We have no food to eat, which we don't care about. No work, you don't care. We're tired, we're exhausted, and you still don't care. But you're concerned about ours lying flat. When problems arise, you don't know, you don't reflect, and you just push the blame onto outsiders. I want to say, if you hold this attitude and mindset, what will destroy you will certainly not be others. Doing too many evil things will inevitably lead to your own destruction by yourself. We believe that the official reason for the high sensitivity to lying flat in internal malicious competition is that the inherent non-violent non-cooperation and individualistic spirit pose a potential shift challenge to a regime based on collectivism and have even affected the CCP's rule. Many Chinese people have also realized this. These official media outlets should just smile secretly. Don't take your good fortune for granted. The fact that young people are lying flat, not expressing opinions, and not causing trouble is already the greatest help they can contribute to you. People even attribute their misfortunes to their family backgrounds, which already makes them very good citizens. The real trouble will come when young people discover that their misfortunes have little to do with their family backgrounds. Oh dear, now some people are jumping out to criticize us for lying flat. I'm just wondering, what does our lying flat have to do with you? Don't you know why young people are lying flat? What do you mean it's related to foreign forces? What foreign forces? What kind of absurd relationship is this? Isn't society just exploiting the labor of young people? When I first started working, that unscrupulous agency made more money off me than I earned through my own labor, and nobody took care of that. Many projects are subcontracted layer by layer, and in the end, how much of the money actually reaches the workers? Has anyone ever cared? Now you want to start a business, right? There are traps everywhere, scammers lurking all around. If you're not careful, you'll be swindled out of everything. These food delivery platforms and e-commerce platforms decide on their promotional activities. They decide how much commissions they take. How much actually reaches the merchants? Why doesn't anyone care about this? Now they criticize young people for lying flat. We're giving you face and you still criticize us. Who exactly led a generation of Chinese people to choose this path? Many ordinary Chinese people know the answer, and they no longer believe the words from the CCP officials from the highest levels to the lowest. You let these low-quality guys, these scoundrels, govern the country. They can't do anything. They just pick up pre-written speeches by others and treat them like toilet paper. Then, blah blah blah, they blah blah for ages. This political propaganda video from China's Ministry of State Security has also sparked interest among overseas Chinese. Many overseas Chinese believe that solving the problem of young Chinese people lying flat is simple. As long as the top CCP leaders lie flat, all of China's problems will be solved. A dissident's account, Suffocating Nation, posted an image with the caption, "If Xi Jinping points the direction, the people can only lie flat. Only when Xi Jinping lies flat will the people then have a direction. This is the zero-sum game in contemporary China." US-based scholar Wu Zhaolai went even further, posting several traditional Chinese paintings depicting Xi lying flat, with the simple caption, "One person lies flat, the whole world is at peace." That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
不断渲染努力无用、奋斗吃亏等消极观念，试图通过制造负面情绪，将个体困境上升为